하지만 매일 난 무릎 꿇었어.
Hey everyone, this is GBH Got a Game here, and I'm doing my top 5 K-pop guy groups, and at number 1 we have GOT7. GOT7 is just amazing. I love them. They were the first boy group that I was introduced to in K-pop, actually with Fly at the Billboard Music Awards when they performed there. Well, that was such a good performance, and it's just such a great song. After that, I was hooked onto GOT7. I watched all their comeback videos. I've been keeping up with their music ever since. Yeah, they just have such great hits. I love them. Their dancing's great. Their rappers are great. I absolutely love their rap line. It's amazing in my opinion. I know a lot of people criticize their rap line, but I personally think it's great. And then you've got the visuals with Mark and Jin Young. They're just beautiful men in general. And then just, I think guy groups with 7 members is just such a nice number to have for the amount of members, because it just seems to work well when it comes to the dance lines and the lyrics and everything. You know, they're just great. And ever since, they really got me into a lot of other K-pop groups that I wouldn't have gotten into if it wasn't for. Anyways, on to the next group now. Here we have BTS at number 2. Oh man, it's definitely a tough choice to pick between GOT7 and BTS, as they're both such great groups. They have great members, same number of members too, lucky number 7. Oh man, that's funny. But yeah, no, BTS is known worldwide, internationally now by everyone. There's very few people that BTS isn't their favorite group overall, because they're just known everywhere and everybody loves them. I still absolutely love them, but because I was introduced to GOT7 first, I had to put them at number 2. There are definitely certain aspects though, but BTS that I think overall are better than GOT7. I think BTS in my opinion has some of the best dancing in K-pop. Their energy and just the way that they move is really unmatchable to any other K-pop group, and I think that's really what made them skyrocket in the music domain. I just think that their choreography is amazing, their vocals amazing, their rapping. Rap Monster and Yoonji and J-Hope too, their rapping is just absolutely amazing. Again, great rap line for sure. For me, rapping in boy groups is a big component as to what I like. And I mean, all the components are really important, but yeah, no, I was introduced to BTS from Save Me, actually. I think Save Me. There was someone who recommended that I watch that song, and I absolutely love that song. It's not my favorite by them, but it's definitely in my top favorites for sure. It's an amazing song. But yeah, I'm so glad that they've skyrocketed as much as they have. I actually joined the fandom maybe 2 or 3 comebacks right before they got really famous. And it's just so nice. It's always so nice to see a group that you love just like blow up out of nowhere. It's amazing. And especially to be a group that, like a foreign group, because, you know, I live in a Western country, so Korean isn't spoken here, so it's foreign. But yeah, no, the guys are great. I think the visuals in this group are absolutely amazing. The dancing, the singing, everything about them. There's a reason why they blew up so much. And, you know, you can see they put so much effort into their production, into their performances, into, you know, helping out their fans. They're so nice to their fans. And yeah, now on to the next group. Here at number 3, we have New West. At least that's how I pronounce it. I know there's a lot of people that pronounce it New East, but I don't really know how it would be pronounced like that, because really the name looks French to me. I think it might be. I haven't actually looked that up, but I really should. Because if it were French, it would be more like New S. But yeah, I'm not sure. Anyways, beyond the pronunciation of their name, these guys are great. I actually got into them very recently. They had a comeback called Love Me, which some of the footage will be shown in here. And I thought it was one of the best produced music videos I'd ever seen, especially for how small of a group they are. Like, these guys are absolutely underrated. And I know that is used a lot, but for the quality of production and vocals and decent choreo that they should have a lot bigger of a fan base. And they're all just so cute. Like, literally, like, there isn't one member that I'm like, I'm not sure about. Like, I love absolutely every single member, and they're all so talented and so unique and so different. And it just makes me sad to see groups like these who are just so great not even getting like 30 million views on a music video that they spend so much time and hours and money into producing. It's just sad. I mean, yes, they're probably decently big in South Korea, so that makes up for it, but it'd be so nice to see a group like these guys get bigger internationally. I would really appreciate that. But, you know, I've heard that there's been a lot of issues with the group that they're with the company that they're with, pled-is, with promoting their groups, except really for 17. They do promote 17 pretty well. But I've heard that especially with Preston and New West too, that they've had a lot of promotion issues. Anyways, on to the next. Here at number 4, we have TXT, or better known as Together Tomorrow. These guys are so cute. At first, when I'd heard about them, I was like, oh, okay, we've got, you know, BTS's junior group. I wonder how good they're gonna be, because obviously, you know, a lot of people are gonna compare them to BTS, but honestly, I think they're great. I think I'm usually not the biggest fan of cute concepts, which definitely they more do, but I think for a debut song, this one's pretty good. I have no complaints with this song. From first listen, I really liked it. The only problem really that I have is that it does feel a little weird that every single member is younger than me in this group, so I'm kind of like, how do I pick a bias? And then, yeah, just literally, it just feels off that they're all younger, but anyways, that's not really an issue. I think regardless of the fact that they're from the same company as BTS, I think that they would be as good if they were with another company or another group. But, you know, I think that you can definitely see components of BTS in their group. But anyways, on to the next group. Here at number 5, we have Day 6. I felt that I needed to include a group that was more focused on vocals and instrumentation because, as most people can notice with most boy K-pop groups, instrumentation isn't really a big component of them. And you know, sometimes you may think, oh, the guys have instruments, they don't dance, they don't focus as much on visuals, the music might not be as good, but these guys have made some really great songs that are definitely, you know, not as popular as the usual stuff, but it's still really great. And I think, especially for being from JYP, I'm just really surprised at how good these guys are and that they're not as known as they could be, but they're still a great group, and I think they still definitely have visuals as well. It's just maybe not to the extent of the other K-pop boy groups, but I just love how different they are and how their sound is different to the usual stuff. And as someone who plays instruments themselves, I love that ability of their boy group. I don't know how many instruments other boy groups can play, but yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, yeah, thanks for watching.